one of the YouTubers that I watch, she talks about like these tops, and I think she had bought one of these tops from like one of those cheap websites, and she was like, "Oh, I look like somebody's Auntie Susan," and I'm looking at these shirts and I'm like, "Oh, that shirt is actually kind of cute," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I think I've always been someone's Auntie Susan." Look at the sleeves on these. Dude, I think I like the shirt. I got it from Walmart. It was like $10 or $11, and it worked for what I needed it to do, and I like it. I guess I'll always be somebody's Auntie Susan. Yeah. Anyway, surprise! I'm back. It's been about 2 weeks, I think, since I've last uploaded. I want to say that I had a lot going on, but I really didn't. So when I stopped recording initially, it wasn't because I wasn't feeling like recording. It was because I wasn't feeling well. I had been kind of sick, and sick is like just the general term. I wasn't necessarily sick. I had a bad reaction to some antibiotics that I was taking. When I got it from the pharmacy, it wasn't like the name that she said. It was like a bunch of letters or whatever. But anyway, it was a substitute for Bactrim. 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 So when I first started taking it, obviously, like the first 2 days, you're just like, all right, whatever. So I'm taking it, and it's twice a day you gotta take it. Well, every 12 hours. So I take like 4 doses. So it's every 12 hours. So by the 4th dose, and please keep in mind, this is also like right before the Jay-Z concert. So I'm taking it, and of course, I know that with a lot of medications, that there's side effects. So I started I already have tummy issues from other stuff, but I started kind of feeling nauseous, and like my appetite was like kind of like going away. The appetite was just kind of like, ugh. And then I was feeling like I was gaggy all the time. And then like Dan would be hot, I'd be cold, Dan would be hot. It was just foolishness. So but overall I was doing okay. So Saturday came, I went to the concert, and by then I know now that I was not looking good at all. And Dan tells me later he was kind of like hoping that I was gonna like say like, yo, I'm not gonna go because I'm not feeling well. But those tickets were really expensive, so there's no way that I'm not gonna go. We had really decent seats, so I didn't have to worry about being shoved in between other people. We were like in the what they call the loge section, so it's like there were really comfy seats, and there were like 4 seats per row, so you're not like struggling. So it's like, and the bathroom is like right outside the section that you're in, so it's really cool. So I was like, I'll be good. I wasn't driving or anything like that. My baby brother was driving. So it was me, Gregory, Jimmy, and Christina. Listen, I felt so like kind of terrible that night. I didn't even take pictures of me and my brothers. I did take some video of the actual concert and stuff like that, but I didn't even take pictures, any group pictures. And I'm like really upset about that, because we hang out, but we don't like go out like that. So I'm like really upset that I didn't take pictures. But felt absolutely terrible. I was like, when we got to the venue, which was at the Amway, I was like sweating. I was hot. And it was like, and the Amway is like, it's decently air conditioned. My baby brother's like fanning me like, oh my gosh, like what's wrong with you? I couldn't stand up for too long. I did enjoy myself at the concert. Anyway, so that was Saturday. Sunday, I got home, Saturday night. Concert was over at like 11, quarter after 11. We didn't like do anything afterwards. they brought me straight home. I sat down for like 5 seconds, and then I was like, man, I really want to go to sleep. So went to sleep. Sunday, I was just like not feeling so great. So anyone that's married or in a relationship, you know about this part. I text Dan from the bed because he was already up, and I said, hey, do you mind like going to church in the afternoon, or do you want to go at noon? You know, because we typically go to the noon mass, but there is an evening mass that we choose to go to, like if we just want to hang out, you know, at home all day or whatever. So he was like, I don't care, like whatever you want. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sleep and then we'll go to church in the afternoon. Anyway, we go to church in the afternoon, get to church, and we're like chilling. So I'm there, and I'm not feeling well. I'm like, now I'm starting to feel like dizzy, and I have my mantilla on, which is like mantilla is like it's a veil, and I have my mantilla on, and all of a sudden it's like I'm like feeling super hot. I don't know. I was just not comfortable. I was starting to sway. Finally, Dan was like, sit down. And it was like, I got home, and it was like, by then it's like I'm gaggy, and like from Sunday to Monday, I was gaggy, I was nauseous, I was throwing up, I was like, couldn't stop going to the bathroom. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. Then by this point, Sunday going into Monday, I was like, the dizziness, well, after church, that's when this part started, where I couldn't even stand up without feeling like I wanted to pass out. I think I did pass out once, maybe not, I don't know. But it was just kind of like, I would go to stand up, and I felt this pressure on my shoulders, like something was pushing me down. So it was like I couldn't even stand up. Going to the bathroom was terrible. Like I didn't take a shower in like 2 or 3 days, because like getting in the shower, I always felt like that I was gonna pass out. Like it was not a good feeling. So by then, Dan was kind of like, maybe you should stop taking the medicine. By then, I'm like on Google, and I'm looking up the side effects of the antibiotics, because that's the only new thing that I'm taking. There are 9 common side effects to Bactrim. And I was experiencing 7 out of 9. It was terrible. So I called out sick on that Monday. I was off the Tuesday. I was scheduled to work on Wednesday, Thursday. And so on Wednesday, I was feeling comparatively to the rest of the days, I was feeling comparatively much better, but I was still kind of like, and then I was irritable because I haven't eaten. I had only been consuming like Gatorade. By Tuesday, I had, when I stopped taking the medicine on Monday, by Tuesday, I was slightly getting an appetite back. So Dan had gotten me some yogurt and some fruit, because that's what I really wanted, and I was able to keep that down. Yeah. The other part of my life that, like, I don't know, like, if it made me sad, but I thought about it in retrospect, and I was just like, maybe that job wasn't the job for me. I had applied for a job, and I thought, like, I was kind of like a shoo-in for the job, because I'm like, I think I'm qualified. I thought I was qualified for it. I knew there was one aspect that I probably would have needed training for, but my friend who had, recommended that I apply for the job, she was like, no worries, they can train you for that, blah, blah, blah. I always get nervous for interviews. I went for the interview, and I thought I did a good job and whatever, but it was like, it had taken, I don't know, I just had gotten this feeling. And it wasn't because I was having I was having a negative outlook. It was because just my interaction with her manager, I was kind of like, yeah, she's not gonna hire me. So I just kind of knew that. And then when I got the email, the rejection email, I was just kind of like, yeah, I kind of knew. And then then I thought, I was a little upset about it, of course, because nobody likes getting the rejection email. But then I thought about it and I was kind of like, because there was something in the, when she was first telling me about this job, it was Monday through Friday, no weekends, no holidays. And it was like 9:30 to 6, which would be perfect. Dan could still have the car, to go to work in the morning. I could, because I'm like a block and a half away from the bus stop. I could take the bus in the morning and I can go, and then he could pick me up when I'm getting off work, which was fine. I was like, oh, this is great. But during the interview, she was confirming that information, but she was like, but that's not set in stone because we're expanding. Most likely that's going to change. So I was like, yeah. So if I'm trying to get, away from working weekends and holidays, maybe it's a good thing that I didn't get that job, because it sounds like that it was something that was going to change, and then I would have to basically be back in that whole same situation. I mean, I know my friend is very happy working there. She's had her thing going on over there, but that wasn't the situation for me. So basically I just had to understand that, maybe there's something else that's, laying, kind of waiting for me, and I just have to work towards it. So that's that. So guys, that's about it. I'm gonna try and do better and vlog weekly, like I said that I would. Now that we're going into December, maybe there's no promises. Maybe I'll try and vlog, maybe twice a week, and try to upload something, and just kind of share with you guys. I'm still hanging on to 36 subscribers, so I'm excited about that. And shout out to my friend Rachel and to my mom. And I text, we were texting back and forth, and she was like, whenever you get to it, I'll be waiting. And it was just kind of good, because she says, if I'm looking for it, that means other people are probably looking for it too. So, that should be a little bit of inspiration to get you to get back and posting your videos. So shout out to my mom, who's like one of my #1 fans. I've got a couple of #1 fans. And then the second person, of course, is my friend Rachel, who she was also kind of walking through what we were texting back and forth, and she's kind of walking through, and she just said, just get in front of the camera, and and just, even if you don't post it, at least just do it and kind of break through it, because if you're going through some kind of depression or something like that, then maybe that'll push past it, and and whatever it is that's holding you back might be revealed as you're watching the playback. And so shout out to those two. Dan, he wants me to do whatever it is that, makes me happy. And I mean, he does little subtle things. Like, I had been wanting a little car mount to put on the, the vents in the car for my cell phone, so I can record while I'm driving if I want. Not while I'm driving, but you know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to record in the car. So he had gotten, on Black Friday, he had gotten these magnets that you can put on your phone, and then it has a clip. And he got it, and he kind of just subtly got it. But I knew that was him saying, you should probably start recording again. But yeah, he's so good to me. And I'm so mean to him sometimes. Anyway, so but yeah, Dan is of course up there as being my #1 cheerleader, and my #1 fan. So I got 3 #1 fans, so all right. So once again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.